In today's video, we're attempting to achieve one of humanity's most substantial and crucial accomplishments, taking a rock found in nature, turning it into a raw metal, and forging it into a useful tool. We'll see if we can go from rock to iron knife. From the Stone Age to today. Years ago, we started our first attempt at bringing us from the Bronze Age and into the Iron Age with the creation of metallic iron by building a bloomery and bellows and attempting to reach a temperature hot enough to convert natural iron ore into metal. While succeeding in creating iron, when it came to actually working it into something usable, I have a little magnet here and I can test them out and see that they are in fact magnetic, which means they're magnetite, and should smell pretty good. So thanks to Good and Basic, they gave me the suggestion of this area. So I'm gonna collect some and we can see if this can be smelted into iron. Let's see if we can make a knife. Now with the source of the iron ore.
First major difference is that the furnace is bigger. One advantage the height might give us is it gives it more time for the carbon monoxide to seep into the ore and to strip off the oxygen. The other major thing that we're going to do is poke it with a stick. One of the key ones is getting enough air to come into the furnace in the first place. Basically, you get the slag that drips down the furnace and it tends to cake around the air inlet, and they'll actually physically block that entryway. And so if that happens, you're done. You can't do any more. There's no more air coming into the furnace. So the solution for that is to jam a stick through the air inlet hole every so often. And
a lot of the impurities in the ore, like sulfur. Another thing it does is it weakens the ore. It puts tons of micro fractures and stress on it so that it's easier to grind up in little pieces for the smelt. And then that also means that there's more surface area for the carbon monoxide to bond onto, rip off oxygen atoms, and leave you with elemental iron. When you're smelting it, you're taking the carbon monoxide that's produced by the fire, it combines with the oxygen, strips it off the rock. So crushing the ore after roasting it, those two steps are also a really important ingredient we found, a really important component of our smelting process.
Natural ingredients, so this is a rock. And this rock has iron in it. It has oxygen in it. It has, the mineral, but it also has unknown quantities of other stuff.
And we tried working the hunks of metal into an ingot. Because the quantities of impurities and slag intermixed with the metal, it needs to be worked and consolidated heavily, and hopefully make something useful out of it. This is the other one. Oh. Is now a tool. It has a bit of a cutting edge. Although it's very small, probably not the strongest, it is an iron tool.